Mega Man, you gotta stop Dr. Wily.
Oh, banana.
Hello everybody, it is I, DJ Sexy Lips, here with episode 22. This episode, as you might have heard in the last new episode, is going to be dedicated to Don. He sadly passed away February 4th, 2025. And, you know, he was on Retrocore podcast. He was a good friend. We talked outside the show. We played multiple games together. You know, he was even on the music show. So that's what this show is. Now, you might be wondering, music show, you may not know. I ran the show from like 2009 to 2013, and Don and Friends, cast of Retrocore, showed up on the last couple episodes of the music show. So because of that, I was able to go back, listen to them, and record some clip some sound bites of Don, you know, talking about what song he picked and why. So that's what I'm going to do. If I have the soundbite, I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to play the song. And, you know, I'll still cut in here and there, because not every song has a soundbite. I just kind of picked what I know Don liked. And let's start things off with how Don found the show. He loved Breath of Fire. I kicked off every old episode with the Breath of Fire 3-track, and we both agreed that Breath of Fire's 3 fishing was unmatched. No fishing mini game has come close to Breath of Fire 3's. And so let's get into it. Breath of Fire 3, Even the Sun's Happy.
Well, that's great. I picked Overworld theme from Breath of Fire because I've been playing it. And that's about it. My pick was Theme of Snatcher Part 1 from Snatcher on the MSX. Mainly because Snatcher is an awesome game that came over here on the Sega CD, and I wanted to get some, obscure system love on the show. My pick this time was the Shinobi from Revenge of Shinobi, which was one of the first Genesis games I played, and it was awesome. You're just a ninja dude who kills people and stuff.
So yeah, as stated, Even the Sun's Happy from Breath of Fire 3 kicked us off, and Don told you the rest. He had picked Breath of Fire, Snatcher, and Shinobi. All great music from great games. Heck, I played that exact Shinobi song on a new episode, already, and the show's not even a year new. So Don knew his tunes. He also knew his game knowledge. He had a very vast knowledge. He knew about imports. He knew about, he was really into the Japanese side of things. And, I am too, to an extent, but he really knew the stuff. If you go back and listen to old Retrocore, I'll have links in the description to these old shows that he's in, along with the old music shows he was in, so you can hear the whole clips in their entirety. And I do want to apologize for younger us, because I am much more vulgar. I apparently drank during the show. I'm 40 42 now. Yeah, 42. I was at 43. So yeah, let's just get into it. Don picked coming up. Symphony of the Night was on the show. That's what he picked. And how is that slogan go again, Don?
Anyway, okay, we got more music coming up, so don't stop listening, all that good stuff, bringing you the hits of yesterday, gaming style. Yeah. Anyway, my second pick is Dance of Pails from Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Because that's like one of like my favorite areas, because it was like the first like major tricky puzzle you had to figure out was how to get further in the castle. It's like, you gotta go to the clock tower and go through this area, and then it's all super like aristocrat-y. So, it's a good song. It's a good game. Everyone should play it.
As 2013 Don picked, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Dance of Pales, a fantastic game. Also a phenomenal soundtrack. Go listen to the soundtrack on YouTube. I highly recommend both playing the game and listening to that music. Then these next three tracks, Don personally never picked these on anything. I just know he likes these games, like Strike the Earth, Plains of Passage, Shovel Knight. It's on everything since the PlayStation 3. There's even an upcoming DX version coming out. But it's a fantastic throwback to 8-bit Nintendo games, even though it's not 8-bit. But had Retrocore, the original show, been brought back how I wanted to and how Don really, really wanted to, I guarantee we would have talked about Shovel Knight at some point. It fits everything that we liked. Retro style, it's just a great game. So then it's time for revenge. Contra 3, the Alien Wars on the Super Nintendo. I know he liked Contra Super C more than regular. He picks it later on in the show, you'll see. So I played Contra 3. Then we had Searching for Treasure, Chocobo's Dungeon 2. Me and him enjoyed the side Chocobo games of the late 90s, both Chocobo's Dungeon and Racing. I want to say his Final Fantasy character's name of 14 might be a spin-off name from the White Mage in that. I could be wrong. It's like Shiro, and I think in Final Fantasy 14 he's like Shiro Mimi. I don't know how to pronounce it, but And yeah, we just really like the games. So coming up next, we got more songs that Don's picked, and yeah, I think they're all picked by him. So yeah, I am your host, DJ Sexy Lips, bringing you the hits of yesterday gaming style.
Alright, my pick there was Underworld 2 from Neutopia 2 on the TurboGrafx, which is basically TurboGrafx version of Zelda, which is actually, I like it a little bit better just because you can move a lot better than you could in like the first Zelda, and there was a lot more variety to the items and stuff. And it just had like some pretty good music, especially like a lot of people don't really like TurboGrafx music that much, but I like it okay. It's a good track. I picked the Volcano like map theme from Popful Mail on the PC 98 because that's one of like my favorite games by Falcom, which is like the developers of the Ease series and Trails in the Sky and stuff. And it's just like kind of an awesome like tune to get you pumped up, getting ready to go into the action scenes. Anyway, my pick, Antipyretic from Final Fantasy Tactics, PS1. It's an awesome game. I was like, a game I got for Christmas, and I was like, ooh, Final Fantasy. And I started playing, and I died at like the first like official fight after the intro fight.
Yeah, I think I did too.
Because I was like, how the hell do you play this game?
Yep.
Yeah, and then it took me a little bit to figure out the mechanics, but then once I did, I fell in love, and still an amazing game. It's on PSP, it's on iOS, it's on almost everything. Everyone should go buy it and play it. I picked Ripplefield 1 from Kirby's Dreamland 3, which is my favorite Kirby game. It's like the World 2 music, and it's all crazy and awesome, and it's like the first world where you can get like the pink octopus who can fly around on a broom and kill everything.
So yeah, all those had a Don clip, and as you can tell, very good music picked by him. Neutopia 2, Popful Mail, Final Fantasy Tactics, and Kirby's Dreamland 3. Popful Mail fully proves my point that he really liked the Japanese side of things. He loved the working designs games. Yeah, I know they came here, but they were super anime weeboo, whatever they say, you know. And that was just right up his alley, and I appreciate the songs he picked, you know. I appreciate his time on the show and his knowledge on the shows, and it helped more talk, you know, it made the show more interesting to listen to. And it's just kind of sad that he only showed up during the last 10 or 12 episodes, but that's just how the cards played out. So coming up next, it's time for Mandatory Sonic, all picked by Don, except for the last one, even though I'll get to that. But yeah, these next three he picked, and he also, okay, I'll just go ahead and say, the very last one, Diamond Dust Zone Sonic Chronicles DS, he thought it would be hilarious if I played it because it's so horrible. And he's not wrong. I listened to it. It was horrible. I laughed. I was like, I ain't playing that. Well, guess what? Here I am playing it. So it's Mandatory Sonic time, and take it away, Don.
We're going to be coming up here with another great set of music, so we're going to be bringing you the hits of yesterday, gaming style. Anyway, my pick, Chrome Gadget, from the 2-player mode on Sonic 3, because that game was good music, but like people never really got into the 2-player mode, I don't think, but it had really good music too. And then they took like that song and remade it for Sonic Pocket Adventure as like the last like real act, and it was fun and good song, and I like both those games. And then my pick was, I said Sonic 3 and Knuckles is awesome, so I went with Sky Sanctuary from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, or as it's known in America, Sonic and Knuckles. I picked Lava Reef Zone Act 1 from Sonic and Knuckles.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
I knew you were gonna say it. No, it's a good zone. I like the music in it. It's just pretty good. You know, It leads up to the Hidden Palace and all that.
So as you can see, Don knew his Sonic music and could pick some good ones. Chrome Gadget Zone from Sonic 3 and Sky Sanctuary Zone and Lava Reef Zone, both from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But then, like I said, he thought it would be funny, and you heard it, it's bad. Diamond Dust Zone from Sonic Chronicles on the DS. That whole game is mind-boggling why it's a thing. I don't even know. I had it at one point. It got stolen, thank God. Thank you for whoever stole that one. But the rest of the games you stole, I hate you. But anywho, it's made by BioWare of all people. The story sucks. The music sucks. The gameplay sucks. I don't know why it's a thing. But thanks, Don, for thinking that would be funny. And there it was. It was funny, actually. So I appreciate it. Coming up, it's... just 4 more songs that Don picked from the past show. Just gonna do that. No, then and now. Just gonna 4 more tracks that Don picked back in the day, and then I'll come back for my pick, which, you know, it's gonna be a good one. I am your host, DJ Sexy Lips, bringing you the hits of yesterday gaming style.
My pick was Cargo from Super C, which is the Stage 2 music, just because I was playing Super C recently. It's a good game. I don't know, I like it better than Contra, but I played it before I played Contra, so that's probably why.
Yeah.
And it had some good music. It was a good game. It's hard at the end. I didn't beat it until after I grew up. Anyway, my pick was Rosen Spirit from Secret of Mana, which is the song that plays when you first go to Pandora, and all the people are all creepy because they're all mind controlled.
Yeah, good song. Spooky song.
It is. I don't know. I was thinking something to pick. It's like, I like Secret of Mana. It's a good song. I'm gonna put that in here. And then I had the theme of Port Town from Lufia 1 on the Super Nintendo, which is an awesome RPG. And my track was Armored Armadillo from Mega Man X, which is just an awesome theme, like one of the best in the game. Second best for me, but hey, still good.
Another great 4 songs picked by Don. Told you he liked Contra from Super C he picked, and then Secret of Mana. Fantastic game. You all know how much I love that game and its music. And Lufia and the Fortress of Doom and Mega Man X. That exact song he picked back then has already made appearance again on this new show. So it just goes to show you, great taste in the tunes. Pick the same tunes. So it's the end of the show. This is where I end it with a pick. I pick a song that I personally like, and I'm going to end it once again with Final Fantasy XIV. If it wasn't for Don, I wouldn't have played Final Fantasy XIV. He bugged me a lot back in the day to play it during the early podcast days. I told him, no, I'm not into MMOs. I finally gave in after a while. The way it worked on PS3 wasn't for me. I can't do MMOs with a controller alone. I need the mouse and keyboard too. So later on down the line, years down the line, 2019-ish, I started playing again. Per his recommendation, I joined the server he was on, Excalibur. And oddly enough, we didn't really play it much early. You know, I was focused on the story, learning everything, because it throws a lot at you. And I learned all that. Then finally, when I was caught up with the story, we would do in-game content runs. Like Bayoko was the recent one we did. I think it's an Unreal. You know, just not my type of content, but I did that one. But he kept wanting me to do the harder content, and I kept pushing it off. No, and it never came to be because sadly he passed. So, like I said, I'll have links in the description. Why can't I not spit that out? Of old shows he was on, both the original Retrocore podcast and the old music show, so you can listen to those and hear Don's old voice. I picked 3 tracks from 14, sad songs, because you know that's sad. My friend died. Never forget. Tears in the Rain, Neath Dark Waters, and Close in the Distance, all from Final Fantasy XIV. Just very touching songs, in my opinion, that would fit this occasion. And during this, I have some photos of Don shared by his girlfriend. I thank you so much for sharing those. Thank you, Jeremy, for the custom thumbnail. We all know Don liked Breath of Fire, so it's Breath of Fire themed. And I know I'm forgetting stuff, and I just thank you everyone for listening. I appreciate it, and I'm sorry this outro is so sad, and that's just how it is. I also got some footage of Don's house in 14, which we'll play during these two before it gets demolished. So thank you so much. I have been your host, DJ Sexy Lips, bringing you episode 22 of new Retrocore Classic Gaming Music. Rest in peace, Don.
Whispers falling silently drift on the wind, but I hear you our journey. Now a memory fading from sight, but I see you unbroken. Promises we made so long ago. You're still here unspoken. Requiem for a river of tears. Flowing, winding to an eternal sea. And yet our hope remains, guiding, lighting the way. No time for morning rises on a land reborn from the ashes. Leave the heavens to sunset, blood red skies tranquil after the storm. Blessed shadow turning, wending, always night follows day. The sun will shine again. Walk on, never look back. Through you we live tales of loss and found everywhere. Loss and in the dark you will not stray. Hold your head till the end, we pray. Loss and fire and faith everywhere. Our hearts and graves. In the dark you will not stray. Hold your head till the end, we pray.
Yeah, with me, I got it in a Game Boy Color on my birthday, but I wasn't supposed to be playing games. I was in trouble. So there was basically the sealed Game Boy Color box in Pokemon. I took like a little knife and cut it to where I could just barely get it open, where it didn't look like it was sealed, and played it.
Nice.
And they never found out.